I'm here with Kaley, who's going to be showing us Sly Cooper 4. And I know, Kaley, that this one involves time travel. So what specifically is a time travel machine like in this, and what's the setup for Sly going back through the ages?
So obviously we're going to pick up where the original last game left off from the hit series on the PlayStation. Sly's still feigning amnesia. Bentley has basically become the keeper of the Thieves Raccoonus, and what he's done is he's kind of sat down and he's building this super project with his girlfriend at the time, Penelope. And what we find out is that his super project is a time machine, and so he's actually going to turn the Sly Cooper van into the time machine and travel back in time to try and figure out why the pages of the Thieves Raccoonus are disappearing.
And the Thieves Raccoonus is this kind of tome that stores all this historical thievery knowledge that's been in Sly's family for centuries.
Every ancestor from the Cooper line has written moves down in the book, and then they've passed it down through ancestor to ancestor through generations. So this thing goes over hundreds of years of thieving knowledge. So what you see here is the team has traveled back to feudal Japan to find their ancestor Ryoichi Cooper. Ryoichi Cooper is not only a master ninja, but he is also a master sushi chef. So in our lore, Ryoichi actually created sushi. And this is his sushi house. Well, when we get into the environment, basically the sushi house has been closed down, and what you're doing is you're sneaking back in to open it back up so that you can basically have a base of operations from which to work from. So as you can see here, this is the standard gameplay. You're going to press circle to attach to sparkly objects. If you remember, his original technique was the Dragon Spire, which allowed you to jump onto points, which in the original game, Sly learns from that. So as you can see, it doesn't look like you can make that jump, but if you go back to where you were, you can actually hold down the R2 button, which will now turn into Ryoichi Cooper's master technique called the Leaping Dragon technique. There you go. So you can actually move the arrow and choose between different points that you want to launch to.
Got it. Okay, so it's kind of like a semi-automatic movement.
Yep. So if we go ahead and jump up that plant, you can actually get behind this guard who has the first knife to your door. Travel behind him and press the circle button to steal pickpocket. Now obviously all the important items are a couple levels down, so you have to pickpocket more than once. So now we've learned the Leaping Dragon, we're going to put a little test to you. You're going to again see a little more futuristic tech here. So here's a laser floor that you can't touch, so you're going to have to use the Leaping Dragon to get across it. You got to watch out for the bonsai trees so they don't break. Oh, nice. There you go. So our final knife, once we get past this door, you're going to go ahead and turn on your gigantic furnace and turn our sushi house back on. So there you have it. That is the sushi house of Ryoichi turned back on. You've learned his new Leaping Dragon technique and freed your house from the oppressive boar guards. So now that you've seen some ancestors, and we wanted to obviously bring you some new gameplay and new playable characters through the ancestors, but we also wanted to kind of upgrade Sly's moveset and give you some new abilities with him. So what we've done is, from the original games, in the third one, we had these costumes, and the costumes were kind of used as disguises to get indoors. Well, we've kind of upped the ante here, and now, if you go ahead and press the L2 button, you're going to switch into a costume. Now this costume is our archer costume, and what it allows Sly to do is to walk up to next one of those buckets, hold down the circle button, and now you will go into aim mode. Then use the R1 button to draw your bow, and you can now aim up towards that target. You don't have to be perfect because you have full control of your arrow once you release. And what this arrow does is it allows you to attach a rope to it, and now we've created a bridge that Sly can run on where there was no one before. So with each costume that Sly acquires, he's going to get a unique ability that's allowed for that costume. So here we are working to save Sir Galeth. He's actually been captured by the evil menace of this area, and he has been made to perform basically parlor tricks, as a jester. So we're going up to go talk to him and see if he wants to come back to the hideout and join us.
Going for the bullseye here.
Oh, it was pretty close. I'll give it to you. I think it broke a line. Also, Bentley working hard at fireproof ropes. Very nice. He's quite good. That turtle is quite amazing. Let's go ahead and jump on top of that catapult there.
Okay, on top.
Right into the little bucket, it'll fire you. There you go. So now we're going to up the ante a little bit. If you do hit one of those flaming balls, cannonballs, they will stop your arrow. So you need to kind of navigate around them to make sure that the arrow does go through. Oh, wow, that was close. Still got the bullseye. You really are good at that. All right, so now they've decided to fire a few more at you, so you need to make sure you don't get hit by any of the cannonballs as you're running across the road.
I like that poster.
Yeah, so you can see this is actually Sir Galeth, and if you notice, he's not having a lot of fun in most of these posters. So
He's not excited.
this is definitely against something that he really wanted to do.
The levels seem huger now.
Yeah, that's one of the things we got to do for the PlayStation 3. Obviously, with way more power now, we've created these much larger worlds. You're going to see a much larger, hub and spoke system that we've had from before. So you're going to have the hubs from the original, 2 and 3, and then spoke missions. So we really like because it gives you kind of that open world feel where you get to kind of explore, you get to kind of do what you want in the hubs, and then we can really kind of direct the gameplay in the spokes and give you some really great kind of old school platforming and some action adventuring. So again, one more ante here. Now we're going to give you a moving target. Got it. I mean, it's got it. Technically, you're good. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and meet Sir Galeth for the first time. Does not look happy.
Now the other characters don't have ancestors that we meet.
No. We're only meeting the people who have written down in the Book of Secrets, the Thieves Raccoonus. So, if the game was called Bentley, maybe we would go visit Bentley's ancestors. But
Bentley deserves his own game.
Yeah. So that is our preview for Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. We really appreciate you guys coming by and checking it out. It's going to be coming out fall 2012.
Got it. Thanks, Kaley.
Anytime.